Welcome to Ask Win, everyone. This morning with me, I have Valerie, and as we record this, it's the 10th of December, 2020's almost over, and we're so happy that 2020 is almost over. It's been a very interesting year for those of us in the corporate world and for those of us in solo entrepreneurship. But I'm going to let Valerie take it away and start sharing the story with you guys.
Sure. Thanks, Win, so much. Good morning, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. It's my honor and privilege. And yes, I am very excited that 2020 is almost over. It has been such a unique year and a different year, and it's had its challenges. And I also think that it's had its silver linings, right? I think that there has been some positive things that have come out of 2020, and I know it has for me. I actually started my own business this year, and it's going very well. And I've had a wonderful year in business, and I've had such great opportunities to meet new people and to really just look at things a little differently, right? And so that is actually and always was going to be the tagline for my business, which is Edevel Solutions, which is a unique name, right? Just like my first name, which my first name is Valley, right? Which is a different name. And I love that. So when I was deciding the name of my business, I decided that I wanted something different and I wanted it to look a little different and sound a little different. And that was okay. And so Edevel is actually elevate spelled backwards. So my job is to work with nonprofit organizations and help them elevate their revenue and elevate their mission and their organization and help them to be able to give back and provide their services and do all the things that that nonprofit does to help make the world a better place. And so Edevel Solutions was launched. And again, my tagline was, if you look at things a little differently, we have the solutions to elevate your revenue, enhance your events, engage your board, and expand your mission. And so Win, that's what I've been doing this year. I've been working on the business. I work with different nonprofits all over the country. I'm very fortunate. I'm working currently in about 8 states all over the US with different nonprofit organizations. And I'm having a lot of fun. One of the other really unique things about me, which I love to tell people, and I always get a little smile and a little chuckle from people, is as part of my business plan, and I've worked in the nonprofit industry for over a decade. And I've seen in traveling the country that it's very important to, when you're enhancing events and you're doing different events for nonprofits to help them raise funds, right? It's really important to have someone great kind of leading that event. And it's also really important to have someone to be able to help the nonprofits make the ask, right? Make the ask for money. So what I did as I was launching my business was I went back and got education, and I became a licensed auctioneer and MC. And so I actually have my license as an auctioneer, and I can auction different events for nonprofits. So I think that's kind of fun. There's not too many female auctioneers in the US. And I love that I get to be an auctioneer and go and help nonprofits raise money. So that's kind of fun, right?
That is amazing. That is amazing that you took it upon yourself not only to deep dive into the non-profit sector, but just to take it one step further and become an auctioneer. And for those of you that don't know what an auctioneer is, a auctioneer basically, when the nonprofit has a auction, someone's got to do it. So why not Valerie? Why not Val do that? And I will be happy to say that I know now the only female auctioneer in this country, because I think that's amazing. No, what and now I'm getting to my sales question. What inspired you to do that?
Well, I mean, that's a really good question. So like I said, I've been working in the nonprofit sector for so many years, and I've traveled the country, and I really love events. I love helping nonprofits craft an event, come up with an idea that helps them to really engage their mission and to really engage the community to come together and help raise the funds needed so they can really grow their mission, and they can offer more programs, and they can really, whatever it is, the services that they offer, which always is, giving back and making the community and the world a better place. So in traveling the country, which before 2020, I was traveling quite frequently. I had a portfolio of 22 states, and I was really all over the place. And, I saw these events, and I saw how important it was to have someone really steer the ship of that event, help kind of, lead the way. And what I also realized was really important was that if you have an auctioneer or an MC at an event who doesn't truly fully understand your mission and what you're all about as an organization, they're not able to quite make the same ask or make the same impact with the audience at an event. And one of the things I love most about being a consultant and running my business is really vesting myself into the mission of the organization. So I really, like you said, dive deep. Like I really dive deep into all my clients, and I truly see, hear, and feel the mission of that organization. And so I realized that if I was going to do that, then I could help them. I could stand on the stage when we're in person again. And now this year in 2020, everything's virtual. So I'm actually doing virtual fundraising events as an auctioneer. There's different studios that we use. Sometimes I do it right here from my home office and my home studio. I set up things a little different. But I was really inspired to help the organizations by being that catalyst that could make the ask for them, that could say, ladies and gentlemen, this organization is so important because, and your dollars and your contributions will help the organization in this way. Will you please help tonight? Will you please donate? Will you please help us? So that's really what inspired me to do that.
And so I was going to say for anonymity purposes, but you, because nonprofits are struggling in 2020, what is your favorite nonprofit? And it doesn't have to be a nonprofit that you worked with per se. Sure. It just has to be your favorite nonprofit.
Sure. Well, I mean, obviously, yes, I have so many because I have a lot of clients. And so I love all of my clients that I work with. But look, before I was in my role as a female entrepreneur and CEO of my own business, I worked in the nonprofit field for many years, as a nonprofit executive. And so for many, many years, I worked with an organization called Best Buddies. And for many years before I even worked with Best Buddies, I was a volunteer for Best Buddies. So I definitely have a place in my heart for Best Buddies. And Best Buddies is a global nonprofit that creates friendships, leadership development, and integrated employment for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. It was founded by Anthony Kennedy Shriver. And so for many years, I've worked and supported Best Buddies. They are one of my clients. But yeah, this year I've had such a great opportunity to get to know so many different nonprofits. And it's so inspiring to me, all the different nonprofits out there and the impact that they're making in the world. I actually I was connected to a nonprofit in Africa that is working with epilepsy. And I'm connected to a nonprofit in Oregon that is working to help children and adults with mental disorders and eating disorders, and helping to pay for services so people can get treatment, and helping to raise awareness. I'm also working with an organization that helps veterans. and helps them, to become more stable, and with their disabilities, help them thrive and embrace in the world. So there's so many great organizations out there that are doing such amazing things and helping people in so many ways. And I love them all. So.
And you guys, there's a huge surprise coming out of me. Once I get to the East Coast, there's a huge surprise coming out of me, and I have decided to do something. I just can't do it here. I need to do it on the East Coast, but there's going to be a huge surprise coming, and Val and several others are going to help me with was because I've been told that I need to do something, and I need to do it like now, because for people with physical disabilities and particularly cerebral palsy. And so I am going to shock you guys and surprise you guys once I get to the East Coast, which, yeah.
Ooh, yay, I'm on the East Coast. So yes, I'm all about helping you with. Let's go. Let's do something together.
No. Yeah, and I'll explain to you once we end the record. But then
perfect.
You're going to have to help me, and all my East Coast friends are going to have to help me now. And so, Val, what is your favorite book?
Well, I have to say this year, my favorite book is one that I authored. So remember I said at the beginning of the year how everything was crazy and I was starting the business, and I had an opportunity in April of this year to actually really look at things a little differently. And I never, ever had plans. It was never part of my plan or my bucket list. Some people say it's part of their plan or their bucket list to be an author. And I never had that plan. However, I met a wonderful woman who I know Dr. Izdihar Jamil. I met her and she lives in California, and she interviewed me and she asked if I would be interested in sharing my story in a book collaboration. And so I said yes, and I was really proud to author this book this year. So it's Yes, I Can, 16 Success Secrets from Inspiring Women Around the World. And I was one of the co-authors. And I'll say that this year is my favorite book. One, because I had the opportunity to meet 15 other incredibly inspiring, amazing, influential women, successful women from literally around the world. I have new friends now and co-authors that live in every place in the world, from Australia to Ireland to the UK to the Netherlands to the Bahamas. So I find that this book really helped me grow during a year of challenges. And so I love meeting new people. I loved collaborating. I'm a team builder, and I loved meeting inspiring women. And so I love all of their stories that they share in the book. And quite honestly, it has helped me get through this year of challenges, hearing 15 women share their success secrets of how they have overcome and how they have thrived and made amazing opportunities in their life. And it's giving me inspiration and hope too. And then of course, my story's in there as well.
Okay, you guys, now you need to go get Yes, I Can, one. And you also need to go back in the archives of Ask Win and go listen to Dr. Isabel's story, because Dr. Isabel's story is phenomenal. And I've also been requested by Dr. Isabel to be in a book collaboration. I just haven't had time to send my stuff in yet to her, but I will do this, and I will keep you guys updated on that. But Val, I didn't even ask you to do another promo for my other guest here, but you did one anyway because of Yes I Can. And so you guys need to go back and listen to Dr. Isabella and I speak. And you guys also need to go pick up Yes I Can, because Yes I Can is a Yes I Can.
Yeah, it really is inspirational. And yeah, Dr. Istihar, she's great. And I'm actually I'm working for 2021 to put together and lead my own book collaboration project. So that's in the works as well, so that, you know, I have the opportunity to meet more incredible people from around the world and hear their stories and share their stories with the world and help inspire people. So that's on my plans for 2021. So yeah, I'll keep you posted on that as well, Wynn.
I will. I keep me posted. And those of you that do book collaborations, you're welcome to send any authors my way to I'll give, and I told Dr. Isabel this too. I said I would give press to any of your authors too. And so for those of you who are listening and thinking, well, I'm going to do a book collaboration, but how am I going to get all my authors press? Hint, hint, me. That's how you can get
Good.
all authors
Perfect.
press, me.
I love
Because
it.
I am volunteering to be the press secretary, because I love interviewing people, and I love being the catalyst to make things happen. And so if your BFF had to write a book about you, what would the title be?
Oh, I think she would call it, you know, Watch Out World, Here She Comes. So I think
I love it. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Watch out, world, here she comes. Yeah. And yep. So what is your morning routine?
My morning routine is I get up every morning. The first thing I do is I open up my curtains. I want to see the light come in. I want to see the sunrise. I want to see the beautiful start to the day. I always grab a quick cup of coffee. I will check my emails. I will have some just quiet time to myself. I do a little bit of research, reading for the day, looking at my calendar. And then I start, you know, I have my youngest daughter is 12. And so I'll wake her up and get her ready for school and, you know, feed the animals and do all of those things. And yeah, just have a little bit of time to myself. And then one of the things that I found for me personally that, you know, even though this year we've been in pretty much quarantine, you know, we've just been in lockdown, I found that if I get up every day and I get myself ready and I do my hair and I get myself dressed and I do makeup and I play some music, you know, and I act as if I was like going to an office or I was going to a meeting outside of the house, even though I'm not, it still motivates me. It gives me energy. It inspires me to have a fantastic, productive day. And so I make sure that every day I just keep showing up. As if I was going out, I get myself up, I get myself dressed, I put on a smile, I put on some music, I put on clothes, necklace, you know, I do my hair, I get myself ready, and I just feel great about the start of my day. My day's great.
I definitely agree with you. I mean, I have the option to stay in my PJs all day if I wanted to, but I definitely agree with you. Get up, get dressed, act like you're going to work, even though you're not. Even though now my office is just like the rest of us, 5 feet away from my bedroom. But I get up, I get dressed with assistance, and because it makes women feel empowered to take on the day.
That's it. And that's exactly, it's how I feel. And I've noticed that like the days, if I don't do that, I don't feel as empowered. I don't feel as productive. So, and I spend literally all day on Zoom, just like this. This is my day. I am on the computer. I'm in front of the computer. I'm in front of the camera all day, talking with different organizations, talking with different people, board members, vendors, whatever it is. And I just feel that I can not only empower and inspire myself to feel good, but if I feel good, and if I like give that presentation of, look, hey guys, today's going to be a great day and we're going to make it a great day. And like, how's your day going? Right. Then that will spread, and that will spread to everyone else who I talk with. And so I'm just, trying to be uplifting too and help create positivity.
And as we wrap this interview up, which has been amazing, you guys, and as I said, you need to go back and listen to Dr. Isabel's interview and pick up Yes, I Can and do all that. But as we wrap this interview up, where can people find you, and where can people get a hold of you if they choose to do so? And do you have any questions for me?
Sure. Yeah. So I would love for anyone that has any connections to a nonprofit organization, whether you sit on a board of a nonprofit, or you work for a nonprofit, or you just volunteer for a nonprofit. If you would ever want to learn a little bit more on how to help that nonprofit, that's what I can do. And so my email is Valley@Edevel Solutions. So remember, Valley is my first name, and it's spelled a little differently. So instead of like hills and mountains, where Valley is spelled EY, my name is spelled Valley with a YE. So it's VALLYE, and that's at Edevel Solutions. And if you ever forget that, just think of elevate and spell it backwards. So it's ETAVELE solutions.com. And then same with my website. So it's www.edevelsolutions.com. And I'm sure you could always call Wynn and she would connect you to me as well. So you can certainly do that.
We will, and we always do, have more information in the show notes, you guys. And you guys I can connect you to Valley. I can also connect you to Dr. Isabel, you guys, too. That's notes went off my back. And so, Valley, do you have any questions for me?
I do. So of course I said, my name is different and unique, right? So I would like to know a little bit about your name, because I love different and unique names.
Oh, unique name club here. Well, my name is actually given to me by my paternal grandmother on my mom's side.
I love it. I love it. And so we're so similar, Wynn, because my name Valley was given to me by my mother, who was also Valley, and her name was given to her by her mother, my grandmother, who was also Valley, and my great grandmother. So I'm actually Valley the fourth. And my daughter, my oldest daughter, who is 19, her name is Valley also. So there are 5 Valleys in our family, and I love unique names, and I love tradition, especially when a name comes and is given to you from your family. So I think that's so amazing.
And my namesake and I were super, super close, and I unfortunately lost not only my namesake, but I lost my own mom before my namesake even died, and I wasn't allowed to go see my namesake after my mom died. That's a long story why, but no, those 2 women inspire me every day to live life to the fullest.
Oh, good. That's so good. Well, I love your name. And I think it's fantastic. It just makes me smile and I love it. And it just represents happiness and joy. So I think it's great. And I love it.
Thanks. Thank you for saying that. And I want you guys to know that yes, we're in December of 2020. Yes, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, I've heard on the grapevine that there is vaccines coming for COVID. And let's just make this 2021 the best year yet, because 2020 and for me personally 2019 was not so good. And so let's just make 2021 the best year yet, you guys. Thanks, you guys. Bye, you guys.
Bye. Thank you.